Glad to have you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollock, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Catching up with the Badgers head coach before the game. Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Badgers headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. The Wildcats offense will get first crack at it today. And coming out now is Hayden Elegant. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
And man, this guy is fun to watch. You do not want to take a bathroom break, sit in your seat when this offense has the ball, because at any point in time, this receiver can make the unbelievable highlight catch, David. His catch radius is as good as there is in all of college football. He has an unbelievable ability to just reel it in, and we just expect it to happen today.
It's just a knack, and it's almost like every weekend you're going through social media, like, where's the clip, right? Like, because he just makes these clips that most humans don't make, whether it's one hand, whether it's two hand, whether he's guarded or not. Like, he just has this unbelievable knack of playmaking, and we will see it today at some point in the ballgame.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys.
There he goes! They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Look out! And the ball comes out. What a disaster. you along from Evanston, Illinois, Ryan Field. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Wisconsin Badgers and the Northwestern Wildcats. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, glad to have you with us. Holly Rowe down on the sideline with the latest on an injury.
I caught up with the Wisconsin head coach before the game. Continue to be without their starting running back, but the good news, their backup is off to a terrific start. He was able to step in and have a very productive game last week. We'll see if he's able to keep up that same energy and same stamina here today. Guys?
Holly, we'll see how they react. The Wildcats offense has the ball first today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense. Their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win, so it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Running inside, it's Jones. Didn't find a lot of room. Let's give him 2 out to the 20.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Northwestern will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. He's got great speed. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. The Badgers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we've said many times the tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
On the ride. He'll toss it. There he goes. They bring him down, a big gain on the option, and they will challenge your ability to tackle in space. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Snap to the back. He's going for the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year.
And the ball pops out. Oh, inviting disaster. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Badgers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Pulled to the ground.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing.
Making the adjustment. From the gun on third down, Joseph. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
Well, on third and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Touchdown, Badgers! Quick strike through the air for the score. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Hand off to Jones. They were all over it.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled their last time out, and they knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Might as well run him again. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Making his first move. He gets a block. Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone. And the Badgers look to do some damage in the red zone. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Joseph on the play action. Out wide right, it's Harris. Makes the grab in their space. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line again in the red zone.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They'll come to the line and try to get out of this mess on second down from the 5. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Trying to get behind the defense. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And they'll take over first and 10.
The Badgers start this drive as the offense looks ready to roll. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go play action with Joseph. Buys time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds on what turns out to be the final play of the first quarter. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Joseph swings it out to the flat. Touchdown, Badgers! A great catch and run for 6.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
The Northwestern offense ready to go on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. Snaps it. They'll throw to start the drive. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Second and long here. Quick give. It's Jones. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Northwestern will send out the punt team. Trying to make one miss. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. Ollie, what do you have?
Hey, guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying, we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
All right, Holly. Long way to go on second down. Motion from the wideout. Throwing Joseph. Under pressure. And he gets it away.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed something to go their way. Got to start getting some more hits on this guy.
Joseph from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. They'll send the back in motion. Again, it's Joseph. On the move. He'll pull it down. Oh, he's got some space. Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble.
And this is the frustration in playing man-to-man coverage. All the guys on your defense are chasing their guys. They don't have vision on the quarterback, but he is such a good athlete. He notices it, he takes off, he chews up yards, and makes a big play.
Catch in the middle. It's Rigby. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
These are simple routes, the drag routes that go across the field, but they actually can turn into huge plays. You see all the speed on the outside now, wide receiver. You get it in his hands quick, he can go make a play, make one guy miss, and maybe next time he can make an even bigger game.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Left side is Kearney. Touchdown, Wisconsin! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That drive covered 57 yards for the touchdown. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Drops back on 1st down. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. And the screen goes nowhere. They stop him for no gain on the play. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Got his man. Powers through. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Fresh center downs going to the air. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Hits inside. It's Jones. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. They'll try to get the first through the air. Just gets rid of that one.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. Holly, what update do you have on that?
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
Well, they dial up a pass play there on 1st down, and how about the quarterback there? Buys time, he's outside, he's looking for people to get open on the scramble drill, but there's nothing happening, and just a really quick decision to decide to take off and go get another 1st down now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Making the adjustment on the play. Joseph. Throws to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Coleman. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first. He fires to the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Right down the middle. Tough to get a rhythm off the bench, and the first one is incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Badgers decide to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
Rush right in his face. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
From the gun, it's Jones. He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Punt is in the air. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. With an update on that, let's check in with Holland.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, guys, they have a big lead right now, and they were expected to be here. One of the top teams in the country. They have performed that way here today. Even though some of the players are starting to celebrate just a little bit, coaches keep saying we have more work to do. If they really want to continue to be one of the best teams in the country, they have to keep their foot on the gas to end this game. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Quarterback signaling to his guy. Throwing Joseph. Unloads to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Oh, pressure's coming. He's got it inside the 30. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Because no game is perfect. Something has to go wrong, so the coach will have something to gripe about himself. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Northwestern will kick it off as we start the third quarter. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on. Return is stopped short of the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
The Badgers head coach told me coming out of the locker room, he is so excited about how his quarterback has performed. They did have a lot of high expectations for him, and he has lived up to the challenge. They get the ball here, and they are expecting to go right down the field, regain some of that momentum that their quarterback had in the first half, and make sure he is setting the tone for the second. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. Davis will throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback changing the play. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Caught. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive.
He's running free down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Northwestern! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. Timing and better execution, that is just what a quarterback and wide receiver need.
And it's timing, it's route running, right? You got to be precise. You got to know exactly what yard you're running to. The quarterback receiver on the same page. That's why you get the touchdown.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. As we check in with Holly.
Here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Davis looking to pass. Finds the tight end. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs going up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. And that one's incomplete.
And you just feel kind of like that's a little bit of a missed opportunity. He had him open. They just overshot it a little bit. Man, those stink.
Third and long from the 30-yard line, in this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. Finds a man in the middle. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. He's changing the play. They'll go to the air. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you got to bow up. Nice job on first down stopping him. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
It's hard in this area throwing over this big defensive line. They've got long arms. You saw it right there, knocking that ball down on second down.
It's third and goal and third and long. Davis will throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Badgers. Makes the grab in the corner. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Wisconsin stops the clock, uses its first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. On the run from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do once you get
all kinds of room to the right. The 40. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And that one is why offenses are hungry for big, big plays. They've got it 1st and 10, threatening inside the 30. Quick completion on the out. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. And the Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Tells the run, wants to pass. They're all over it. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
How about this defense coming out aggressive on 1st down? They're in the red zone. They're like, no, we're going to take the fight to you. Now setting up a 2nd down and long and putting them in a great position to be successful.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to pass. Caught. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And here comes money down for this offense. 3rd down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down. They can't pick up the 1st without scoring. He gets nothing. Nowhere to go, and it'll be 4th down.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. The Wildcats go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Northwestern. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Number 86, set to advance on the football.
Bringing it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Holly, what do you have?
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, players are really starting to feel this momentum. They've got a big lead here in this game, and they were expected to be just where they are. Guys are talking to each other. Keep eating, keep eating. I know they want to finish this game off strong, but with a big lead, they're starting to have a little fun down here on the sideline. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Spits it out to the back. Pulls it in. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Enough to move the chains. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. And the Badgers have this offense rolling. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Davis looking to pass. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Smashes it between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Got it in the middle, and it's flat. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Gives it. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose 1 on the play.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Northwestern will have to punt it away. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. On the return. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
He'll pitch it. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
Davis will throw. Quickly complete. And they're going to score again. Yet another touch. They just add to their total.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Gage. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games.
Makes the grab and room to run. Crosses midfield. He's at the 30. And they'll bring him down after the long completion, a chunk play for the offense. They say it's still a game of field possession, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Defense all over him.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
2nd down, gonna throw it. Left side, it's Wagner. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game. But as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game. Taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical. They were faster, and it showed today.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.